on, Jamie? Welcome back. My 1965 BMW R50/2. It doesn't corner well, it doesn't brake well, it definitely doesn't accelerate well, but my goodness, does she look good. Actually doesn't really look all that hot right now either. Let's go ahead and clean it up. Get some of that oil off the diff, the engine, and rims. We'll be right back with you. All right, so that's much better. At least the shiny parts are shiny on it. Definitely not a showpiece, but it's still fun to ride and it gets ridden off. So, let me give you a quick tour of the bike. I got Titan making an appearance, which is nice. First day, nice day of spring. So, the first and foremost is going to be the opposed piston. So this is an airhead, right? The left piston actually sticks out farther than the right. Exhaust exiting in the front and bean carburetors in the back. Second off, this is drive shaft driven. So coming out of the transmission, drive shaft to the differential, drum brakes in rear and drum brakes in front. And now that we're looking at the front, let's talk about the suspension. This is Earl's fork suspensions. You can see that the forks come down, bend, and we have a pivot point here at the back. So instead of the axle or the pivot point being in line with the forks, it's behind it. What does this mean? If you grab the brakes hard, the nose actually rises up instead of dives down. From the previous comment of this not really braking all that well, it doesn't happen so suddenly that it's unsettling, but if it's something you're not used to, it's probably good to have an idea that it's going to happen prior to riding. And then finally, this is a 6-volt system. I think there's 1 or 2 candles in the front, half a candle in the back. It's a little bit odd. So let's do a cold start here. Just kidding. This is very, very nice and cold. Just wash it. Hopefully there's not too much moisture in and around the sparkulators. So let's see what we can do. Fire it up. So first things first, you want to make sure everything's really wet. So when you do give it a kick, your foot just slides right off and you hurt yourself. Give a little bit of a prime. Tickle the carbs a little bit. That's a real thing, not just being weird. Usually 3 kicks or less. Let's see what it sounds like. Nope. Okay. And she's wanting to. One's going. There she goes. Not bad, right? You know, I didn't have the choke on there. That could have helped. So it is an airhead. You don't want to let it get warm up too much. You kind of just want to get on it, maybe let the oil circulate for 15-20 seconds and move. Ah, there we go. There you are, 1965 BMW R50/2, 26 horsepower, 55 years ago, but still, she's a beaut, runs fantastically, and a blast to drive. A lot of people ask, can she do a wheelie? Absolutely, I tell them, it cannot. Have a good weekend, stay safe, and show them your tail light.